Well, good morning, folks. Another beautiful day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Well, we are moving forward in our little scene here, as you can see, and we'll carry on. So, um, these videos, once again, for those of you who are new, these videos are made for the purpose of showing you how I work as an animator on this little scene. And if you are making your own film or you're doing animation, this video is designed to show in real time some of the things that could be happening as the scene's progressing. And they may be of some help to you. If they are, that is my purpose. So I hope that these are helpful and enjoyable to you. All right, so we're finishing up in betweens. We're up right now. We're up to 59. We're going to 65. So let's see, we're 55, 57, 59, 65. So the first thing we want to do is reduce the exposure of this frame. When I start out in my animation, I expose each keyframe 4 to 8 frames a piece just so that I can roll the drawings or flip through them in real time just to get a sense of the overall movement of the scene. Not necessarily the timing so much, but just to be able to see the drawings flowing along. And then as I move into doing charts and in-betweens, then I bring the drawings back to the exposure that I know that they will be. In this case, everything will be double framed or on twos. Um, you can decide when you're animating whether you want to go down to single frames or whether you want to stay on twos. Most animation is done on twos primarily because it's just less work. So, so here we've got 59, 65. So our first in between based on this chart would be 63, which would be a breakdown. So we'll go over here, click on add drawing, add after. And so we're going to number this drawing 63. All right. Okay. Now Nora isn't really moving much, so we can copy paste her. So we'll just grab the select tool, grab her, copy, go to the in-between space, and paste. And then save. Once again, for those of you who are new, we're using the Rough Animator software to do this scene. Okay, so now Lenny is coming back up, so we can copy his head here. So grab the head, copy, go to the in-between, paste, and then we can move it to what looks like the in-between position. And then you step through to see if it is indeed where you want it to go. It looks pretty good. All right. Erase out some of the excess here. So he's pulling, yeah. All right, well, we might be able to grab the arms too. That's possible. We'll give it a try. So let's try grabbing the arms and the block. Let's see if we can do that. Copy, paste, we'll move it. See, so have to see where the halfway position is. Looks like it there. Well, apparently we got it in the right spot. What do you know about that? Every now and then we get it right. All right. Erase out the excess. And save. Very important to save. Rough Animator does not have an autosave, and it will sometimes crash, and it's very difficult to save before it crashes. A lot of times it just won't. Well, I have yet to have it saved before it crashes. So save the auto, like I said, there is no auto save that I know of on the desktop version of Rough Animator. The iPad version does save automatically. So you don't have to worry about it if you're using your iPad to do your animation, then you're going to be just fine. So, yeah, bump, bump, bump. Okay. So 59, 63, 65. All right, so we need a drawing between 59 and 63. So we'll go here, add a drawing. That's going to be 61. So once again, Nora will be a trace back, or in this case, we can just copy paste her. Copy, paste, save. Then on Lenny, just grab his head. Copy, paste, and move it. There we go. One, okay, one, two, three. One, two, three. I think I can move him in a better spot there. Let's see. Stay here, maybe. Yeah. One, two, three. Yeah, that's much better. And then on the hands coming back, same thing. Let's see. So let's grab arms and hands. Okay. Copy, paste, and let's see. Move it to that in between position. So let's see. One, two, three. One, two, three. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah. All right. There we go. So let's see, 59, 61, 63, 65. We'll play it a little bit. Let's just see how it looks. Yeah, that's good. Let's see, when he's coming back, I'm going to keep the Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. All right, so now he's coming back up and over. So we've got drawing 65, 69. So we've got one in between here. So we will drop this frame rate down. It's at 6 frames. We'll bring it down to 2. And the chart says we only have one in between, 67. Okay, so we'll add a drawing after, and that's going to be 67. Now that's a breakdown drawing. Now you can see from the chart that it's indicating that 67 is actually going to be closer to 65. So that's how we want to make that in between. So the first thing, of course, is we'll do Nora first because she's not moving. So grab Nora, copy, paste, and then Lenny. Here we have to really draw him starting to move from there to there. So I'm going to make this drawing bigger, fit the window, so that I can see Lenny's head better. So what I do is I start out with just a very kind of light rough just to indicate where I think his head would be. I know he's going to be closer to the first drawing. So his eyes, and nose, and everything is all going to be closer to that first drawing. And probably also even the moving of the block is probably going to be that way too. But I think right now I'll just deal with his face. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so you can see that I'm speeding up here. See how his head is closer to that first drawing. When you're making these types of drawings, of course, you have to construct the drawing completely from scratch. But you start out with just a very light sketch, just so you can kind of see, like, is it kind of where you want it to be? And the only way you know is you just have to flip it back and forth. That's how you really know if the drawing is in the right spot. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I could even move the drawing a little bit. So like, what I've just drawn, I could move it even a little more like this. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's a little better actually. So I'm literally physically moving the drawing to get it more in the spot that I want it to be in. Oh, that's interesting. I showed his ear here. Hadn't done that before. Oh, it's okay. Okay. There we go. Um, go. Excuse me. All right. Characters that have this kind of hair, you can really kind of get away with a lot when you're doing in-betweens on hair like this because it doesn't, you're not able to really discern it turning perfectly in space. Um, you capture the puffiness of the hair, don't worry about it so much. In between it as best you can, and you'll find that as you flip the drawings, it's probably going to work pretty well. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see? So don't get too concerned. Now on the hands moving, yeah, I do think we want to keep the block moving, slowing out of its position. So maybe we could do this. Here's a, well, it's turning though. That's slightly turning. So let's take that into account. If it's slightly turning, then it would be probably a little bit like this. So you go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, it's kind of speeding up. See, 1, 2, 3. So it. Let's see, what's the? Okay, there we go. So his hands are going to be probably in here somewhere. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, something like that. There we go. There's always going to be places where you can't cheat, where you have to literally construct the drawing and everything. And that's good. It's a good discipline for you. You're not going to be able to copy paste everything, but you can do a lot. You can certainly copy paste a lot of stuff, and that certainly can save you some time. So you do that where you can, and then where you can't, you have to draw it because you're an artist and you can draw. And as Preston Blair would say in his book, you can draw. Why not try? Let's see. That's, of course, now you can't see any of this because it's underneath. Let me put that up there where you can see it. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Well, we're getting close to the end here. We're going to have a few more in-betweens and we'll be finishing off the scene. A couple more in-betweens and we'll be there. Well, we're right, pretty much right at 20 minutes, so we'll stop here. All right. So, all right. So we'll pick this up tomorrow, which is the end of the week, and we might get through the remaining in-betweens. Let's see, because we've got 2 more there, 2 more there, 3 more there. Well, it might go into next week. We'll see. It's hard to tell whether we'll be done or not. It's not always obvious. When usually we have 3 or 4 more in-betweens, it's not too, doesn't take too long. I think today we've only done 3, so I think, or 2. I don't remember how many we did. All right. Well, look, have a beautiful day, folks. Don't forget to thank God for your talents and gifts. I'll see you all tomorrow. And always remember, Jesus is Lord.